Hello, welcome back. Now we're going to show you how to make a firm setting ganache to use underneath your fondant icing to make sure that you've got a nice, smooth, perfect base for the fondant to go on top of. Fondant will essentially look like whatever's under it. So if it's lumpy underneath, then it's going to be lumpy on top. So that's why we use ganache. Dark chocolate ganache is made with 2 parts chocolate to 1 part cream. The chocolate that you use is important. You wouldn't use an eating chocolate. You try and use a couverture chocolate if you can, or a good quality cooking chocolate if not. So today we've got 1200 grams of Nestle couverture chocolate and 600 mils of cream. Now you can use either pure cream or thickened cream. I haven't found a difference really. Like some people say that you need to use pure, but I've found that they both work equally well. So all you have to do is put your 600 mils of cream into a saucepan and bring that to the boil. And just keep an eye on it because it will rise up the pan very quickly. Okay, so our cream's now rising up the pan. You get a little bit more time when you use thickened cream. It doesn't take so long to rise up. With pure cream, it goes crazy, it goes right over the top. So I'm not sure if you can see it coming up. It's rising up the pan. I like to know that it's really boiled. And when you're happy that it's boiling, turn off the heat and pour that boiling cream over top of your chocolate. So you want your chocolate in pieces. If you've bought a block of chocolate, then you need to cut it up before you put it in the bowl. Okay, and then just poke all of that chocolate down underneath with a whisk. You can do this in a food processor and it's much faster and it's much better on your arms. But for one batch I find a bowl's much better. The washing up that's involved with the food processor is too much. Okay, so once it's been in there for a minute or so, just start in the middle. Just start with the whisk really lightly. We're just trying to combine these two. So start in the middle. And if you can be patient, stay in the middle for as long as you can. The middle will combine first. Sometimes I get impatient and go around the outside. It never turns out as well. Okay, so keep stirring. You'll build up some good muscles with this. Okay, and you can see that our cream's starting to absorb that chocolate. Okay. And it's almost like magic. It kind of goes from this goopy mess into ganache in no time. Okay, there we go. So we now have our ganache. Give it a really good stir. And then just have a check. Just have a check to see if there's any lumps. Okay. Scrape down the sides. Give it a good whisk. If it did have lumps, you'd put it into the microwave in 10-second bursts until the lumps were all gone. 10 seconds, bring it out, give it a stir, see how it's going, and then back in for 10 seconds. But it's a happy day. We've got lump-free ganache. So all you have to do is let that aside for maybe an hour just to come back to room temperature, and then cover it with Glad wrap and leave it overnight, and it will be ready to use tomorrow. If you need it the same day, you can kind of push it along, but overnight is best. When you do come back to use it, if it's set firm, which will often happen in winter, in the microwave 10 seconds at a time until it's ready to use, and you'll know it's ready to use when it's about peanut butter or Nutella consistency. Okay, thank you.